question. So Matt, the okay, we're live now, I think. So Matt, the speakers that SCCCI got us is Fusheng Xiong,
Sheng Siong, Koda,
yeah.
yeah, and the other one Boon Teck. I don't think that one is suitable. So actually, I rejected it.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah,
That's okay.
but the problem is right now, do they mind? I mean, like Microsoft and GovTech,
Yeah.
each one was suggesting that they combine those two guests into one episode and 10 minutes each.
That
Is that is, is that a
that
problem?
10 minutes each.
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to split the episodes into 10-minute segments.
Yeah.
So you can combine. Yes, you can.
Can, right?
But I think better check with ask Kelvin to talk to Microsoft. Ask Annie to talk to Microsoft. Kelvin to talk to GovTech, because I think they may want their own presence, but you just suggest, just say that, look, we've had a discussion about the content with the host, and we feel that it's a lot more powerful if both sit together and talk. But I suspect Microsoft would just want to sort of like softly sort of like have their own presence, because they don't want to be overshadowed. You know what I'm saying?
But actually,
Yeah,
how do we arrange a podcast? I mean, like one episode, we're going to break
Yeah.
into two parts, and then how we going to do the introduction? I mean, to these two parts. It's like we're having a break in between, is it?
No. Hang on. Let's see. Okay, so basically, okay. Let's just say that it's 12 episodes. Okay, let's just call it, for ease of conversation, 12 times 10-minute episodes. If it runs over 10 minutes to 15 minutes, that's okay, as long as it doesn't go past 15 minutes. That's the limit. Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is that if your topic is very long and very deep, and there's a discussion that's very deep, you can split that into episode 1 and 2 lah. But there's supposed to be six different topics that feed into the 4 steps. You know what I'm saying? Into the four the story arcs, 4 parts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Actually, what I mean is the flow of the podcast.
Yes.
So actually, after each part, we'll have a break in between. Is it? Is that
No.
No. Every part we're going to
ends.
again.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, it ends. Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
So it means we don't need a bumper.
We don't need a bumper, but I think we probably need to just design a bumper for the 5-minute mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so at the 5-minute mark, we will just do a bumper, and then after that we carry on.
Okay.
So the bumper can be just a coming up next, or or did you know that blah blah blah. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Zach.
Thanks, Matt.
Okay.
And then we wait for Venus to come in. So if we're live now, if you're watching either on Facebook or you're watching from YouTube, you can actually go into the comments section when you're watching this live stream. You can type in your questions or type in your comments, and we can actually show your comments up on the live video screen. So I think I sent the link to Louise and
Oh yeah, Venus is in. Okay.
Venus is there, yeah. So I sent the link to Louise and Bridget and Kim. Let's see if they can interact.
Venus is in. Venus.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, so can you see this interface?
Yes.
Okay, so this is how for the guest it will look like this. So Zach is actually the producer that's enabling this on the back end. He will continue he will continue activating the thing. So Zach has actually paid for this version. So you see on the top right hand corner, you can see the Creative Central logo, right? Then after that, you can see a little ticker tape at the bottom that's going, the one that says Watch Live, Facebook Watch Live, right?
Yep.
So that one we can customize and we can change. So you can have a promotional message, So say for example, if you are selling this to Parkway, right? While the specialist is talking, you can actually say, book your appointment with Parkway at this number now, or find out more about, Parkway Cancer Center. Log on to this website, or Parkway Cancer Center is organizing, or it's having running a promotional cancer scan, whatever it is, so we can run promotions there, right? On top of the ticker tape, you can also see, what Zach has done. Book your appointment, call this number. So we can do messaging like that as well, right? So so if they pay the price that's included in the package, we can change it to their logo so it becomes a Parkway thing that we enable. The background also, as you can see, Zach has put the background like these illustrated leaves, where you can change the picture of the background as well. So it could be a picture of the Parkway Cancer Center, or that sort of stuff. Okay.
Right.
See how he just flicked the picture at the back, right?
Yep.
Okay. So there are many elements that you can monetize. So say for example, if Parkway doesn't want to fully pay for it, and they have a co-sponsor, you know what I'm saying? You see, then now you see Louise send in a live comment. So during the thing, if there are questions, people can send in their questions, and then Zach will then choose the question that is applicable, and we just push it up and we put it on the screen so that everyone watching can see. Thank you, Louise Law, for saying hi. Then so Zan is also watching, and after he just typed in, I hate the presenter. But you see, we can filter that out and not say anything. Anytime, thank you for coming on board and watching this. So I just addressed Annie for a while, Venus. So for Annie, right, if you're watching this on Facebook Live or on YouTube, this is what you can do in terms of the video podcast. This is the user experience. So for Canon, if we have right now, you're seeing 4 different speakers, including the facilitator. There can be up to 6 on the screen. And Annie, if you have a look at this, the things that we can customize is that you look at the top right-hand corner of the screen, we put our Creative Central logo. We can actually put this to the Canon logo if you want, or MediaCorp logo. There's also a ticker tape, like on CNA, it runs at the bottom of the screen from right to left. And that one we can change the messaging. If there's a call to action, instead of putting comments from the list, the viewers that are viewing from Facebook or from YouTube, we can actually just put a promo message, book your appointment, call 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we can actually have those units inside this that we can monetize. Yeah. So it's also the same thing with Venus. If you're talking the Parkway, we can use the ticker tape to do different things. So say for example, they are being co-sponsored by someone else, like a pharmaceutical company or something else, right? You can always say, this is brought to you in association with whatever. So you can actually, like, say if Parkway doesn't mind and one of your big pharma clients doesn't mind, we can actually then use that to defray the cost of the whole thing, you see. Right? Yeah. Then in that case, you see, if there are 4 of us, Zach can actually change the order of how we appear. So say for example, I'm speaking and none of the other speakers are speaking, and then it looks kind of weird, right? Because the other people are just kind of looking at their screens. Zach can actually, then just solo me, and you see, so he can do this with the 3 other speakers at the side, or I can take over the whole screen. Can you see that? Or if it's Zan now, so he can actually flip it like that. Yeah. So it becomes a lot more professionally packaged. Yeah. So I don't know, any time if you're still out there watching, did you see all that that we can do? Can I speak and ask questions, or is the audience mute? Okay, good question. The audience cannot come in and speak, but you can ask questions like that when you key it in, and we will see the questions. And if the question is a private question, we won't show it, but we can answer the questions. But if you want to, or we can display the question on screen so that all the speakers can see it, and then the relevant speaker can actually then answer the question. Yeah. If an audience makes a bad comment, can Zach remove it? Yes, we will see all the questions and all the comments that come in, and we can decide which one to filter and put on the screen, and which one not to filter and put on the screen. So like now you can type in maybe anytime if you're watching and just say that, I hate the presenter, but it won't appear. Or I hate this podcast and this video podcast, and it won't appear, because we can choose which one to put on and which one not to put on. So we can actually moderate the questions. Yeah. So Zan is typing all this like, why did you remove my comment? I'm angry. I hate the presenter. See, all these things, we can choose not to put it up onto the screen. But then we can put, if an audience makes a bad comment, can Zach move it? Yeah. So this is basically what it is, lah. Then you see, like Jasmine just typed in, I hate this. We can choose to put it up, or we can choose to not put it up and make it disappear and replace it with a promo message. Or see, I can see 8 watching, but we don't know who they are. Now, okay. So to address this question, right, for Annie and Venus and any other salespeople who are watching, so on this video podcast, this cloud-based app is not designed to track. So say, for example, if you go into Zoom, you can see who is attending the session, correct? But how do you then mine the data so that the sponsor or the client can then says, oh, okay, I have now all these contacts I can reach out to. So what we do is, because you're watching from FB, from the Facebook, right? And you're watching for YouTube, we can actually don't stream it to the YouTube. We can just stream it to the Facebook. So we will create a dedicated Facebook page. Like, say, for example, this becomes like a Parkway Cancer Center page for Venus, or it becomes a Canon Think Big video podcast page for Canon. Then what we do is we use that page as a Facebook premiere page, and we can send out invites. And we can use all the other assets in MediaCorp to drive traffic to that Facebook page and say, hey, look, this is coming up, sign up on the Facebook, because there'll be a Facebook live video podcast on that Facebook page. Just look for this Canon Think Big or Parkway, Cancer video podcast page. And when they go there, as long as they've got a Facebook profile and they can click going or decline or maybe, right? So when they click going, immediately the admin of that Facebook page will be able to see the Facebook profile. So you can access and you can basically RSVP capture all the people who are actually going via the Facebook profile. Of course, the disadvantage, like with even with Zoom, if you create a fake profile, that will be the fake profile. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, you should get quality leads. Yeah. Any other questions? Venus, any other questions?
So Keith, can you showcase how is it different from the usual Zoom when they do presentation? You mentioned that
Yes.
we can actually showcase some animation stuff, right? So are you going to go through that?
Okay, so Zach has
What sort of analysis can we provide a client? Because
okay.
now Marian talked about number of people we reach, right?
Yes.
And webinar will provide me with that. Are you saying
Yes.
that with video podcast I can't have that?
You can, but the analytics will come from the different. So you need to start a Facebook Live page, and the analytics will come from Facebook. Then on YouTube, if you yeah. Okay. So just now, when the video is playing, all the microphones of the different speakers will be muted. But so you saw the video. So that was a video of a Zoom meeting which we video recorded just as a sample. But it can be any video, or it can be an audio or a PowerPoint presentation as well. So people can actually showcase their products or whatever it is, or play a video, and it will come out just like that, in the way that you saw, with that standard of audio quality that you heard.
Oh.
Just to add,
Yes.
the video is limited to 5 minutes for this StreamYard. Okay, video playback is only 5 minutes. It's meant for intro, outro, and somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Okay. How about like in the midst of doing presentation, you can show the video at the side as well?
No, the video will take over the screen, like just now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So when the video is being played back, you basically all the microphones of the presenters will be muted lah. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if any is still watching. If any, Tan, if you've got any other questions. Yeah. Venus, any other questions?
Nope. I'm okay.
So it's quite clear. I mean, by doing this, right, you can actually see the applications for a lot of clients, especially Parkway. We can actually enable this video podcast for them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Does this make sense? Do you think that that's an application for them?
Oh, because at first I thought like when you're doing presentation, so at the side, right, and showcase some videos as well while the person is actually presenting.
No lah, that's distracting lah. Yeah, you wanted that as like an ad unit, is it?
Something like that, as in like you can see the speaker is presenting while there's something
Like that nah.
side. Yeah,
Can you see this? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So we can actually do that. But if there's so this is like showing your screen capture, or showing your screen, or showing your PowerPoint. But the minute there is a video or audio that plays, the microphone of the speaker gets disabled.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's so we can't talk over it lah. That's what I'm saying. But you can configure the screen so that it shows. So it's basically it's a video podcast lah. So it's very different from a webinar, because it is a lot more involving, and using this StreamYard app, you can see the different areas of interactivity in terms of we can scroll a ticker tape at the bottom with a promo. We can put a call to action message, and all this can be done live. Like right now it's live. So if you're watching on the YouTube or watching from the Facebook,
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot more customization that we can do.
Yeah. So as you can see now, the video is playing, right? Okay, but I think Zach's disabled the sound. So so that you can still hear me. Yeah.
I see.
Or someone else is coming in. But let us double check the area for streaming. Yeah.
Okay.
So it all, that means, Annie, if they want it to be
Okay, good.
Yeah. So any other questions? Yeah. Okay. Then thank you all for watching. Thank you, Zach, for doing this.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Bye, Venus.
Bye bye.
How come suddenly the see again?